I realise now why I was putting this wing off in the first place. Now let's get it finished because I've had enough of it. Murphy's on the attack. If you're wondering what I'm using to put these folds in for the pedal box, what else would I be using other than a bottle jack, 3 blocks of wood and a massive hammer to braid it all with? Improvise, adapt, overcome. For once, I think I've bought a repair panel that's a perfect fit. I've just put the outer wing on just to check everything lines up nicely, really, before I... But that sounded absolutely horrible. So I've just put the outer wing on just to make sure everything lines up nicely. Mainly all the bolt holes and everything, and it just lines up perfectly. Pretty happy with that. I don't really need to do anything other than cut this lip down to size and then weld it in. I'm gonna put the bonnet on as well if I can on my own. We don't normally do tips on this channel, but here's a really good one for you. If you're ever grinding, cutting or welding, make sure you keep an eye on where the hot things are going. If you're not careful, you might set yourself on fire. I think I should probably change this channel name to What Not to Do. Just put about 4 billion holes in this so I can plug weld that, or puddle weld, or whatever the hell you're supposed to call it, so I can make this go on the car. I've just covered the bits that you're not going to be able to see with weld through primer, so I'll let that dry, and then once that's dry, I think I'll have a go at putting it on the car. I haven't done the side panel yet, and I'm glad that in the last video I kept going on, need to put the side panel on, need to put the side panel on. Don't want to put the side panel on now. Probably makes sense me not even telling you my plan, because it changes that often, but I'll tell you anyway. So I'm going to try and put this on now. I've got a couple of new bits. So I've got the box section for the right hand side inner wing, some people call it a trumpet, and I've got that strengthening panel that's arrived now. But this is my priority really, because if I can get this on and I can get all the pedal box holes drilled, there's no real reason then, he says, 1 minute think.
A few moments later. After
I've done them, there's no real reason then why I shouldn't be able to start prepping and painting that engine bay, or at least getting it ready for paint. Remember, like I've said before, it's just going to be a rattle can job. If you're looking for show quality, professional workmanship, then this is not the place for you. But hopefully I can just get it cleaned down and ready so a rattle can job looks good enough. There shouldn't be any reason why I shouldn't be able to just start cleaning it up and getting it ready for a bit of paint. Because after I've painted it, then I can just pull that wiring loom through and then get the side panel on, I think. Yeah, I don't know why I'm telling you my plan, because I'm not even convinced of it myself. Because if I weld that side panel on and the box section on, then it's going to come through the paint on the other side. But at least there's no reason why I can't start prepping for paint, even if I have to weld that section on before I paint it. Basically, ignore everything I've just said. I'm going to try and get this on the car. I think that's looking good. I can't really get that gap any tighter, so what I'm probably going to do is put some self-tappers around this just to really tighten it in and try and get this gap as close as I can. And then once I've got self-tappers around it, then I'll start welding all these holes up. But I think with a bit of luck, it might come out all right. Let's get to it. Put a bunch of massive self-tappers in this, not for any reason other than they're the only ones I had. And that's just pulled it all into place and pulled the surfaces tight together. So I should be able to weld this up now. Pretty happy with it. Seems like it's gone pretty well. I put the outer wing on and that seemed to fit. So I'm just gonna go for it and we'll see how it turns out. So there should be some holes here for welds as well, but I haven't got that in the perfect place yet, and the slam panel needs to be put in position, so I should be able to drill those out after I've put all these in, and then I can find the exact right position to put that slam panel in. So I'm going to crack on, let's see if we can get this welded in. That bit's just about ready to weld in now. I can only really fit a couple of hours here and there into this project, so finding it quite hard not to rush and run away with it, because I really want to get this thing on the road. It's another day done for me. I'm gonna weld that in when I'm here next, so I don't rush it. So the wing's gone on nicely. I haven't quite finished it yet. I've still got some of the self-tappers in. I need to get them out, weld up those holes. I've got a couple more plug welds to do, but I just wanted to take a breather from that and make a start on Stuart Little's house. That, just getting it to this point, has taken longer than it took me to put this whole wing on. These little fiddly bits are the bits I really don't like. So I'll come back in a few days. I'm not grinding the welds down too much. I'm just grinding the tops off because some of them are more like mountains than plug welds, because I want it to be as strong as possible and you're not really going to see them. So I'm just grinding the tops off a little bit. I'll get that welded in. This strengthening panel arrived. That'll go something like that. And the new box section arrived as well. So that'll go on the outside to strengthen this inner wing once the side panel's on. It's sunny. Let's go work on the car. Well, we were making good progress, but my welder's just broke. So this is where the wire feeds in from the actual welder. And this nozzle sits on there, something like that. And all of the spool of wire was coming out the side here, and it had got stuck in there as well. So I've just had to pull all of that out twice because I thought I'd fixed it, but I hadn't noticed the wire in there. So let's get this back together and then hopefully I can carry on. I don't even know what that's supposed to look like. Oh God, one thing after another. Right, I'll figure it out. I managed to get about 2 plug welds done and it's done it again. There's a break or there's something wrong with it and it's getting snagged, and I have no idea where that'll be. That's going to stop me in my tracks now, and that's all I'm going to be able to get done in this video. It's going to be another week before I can do any work on this again, so hopefully I can get my welder sorted by next weekend. I'm not going to mess around with it too much. I've already spent an hour, maybe an hour and a half on it, and I'm just wasting all the wire attempting to fix it, and I'm not getting anywhere with it. So I'm going to contact the manufacturer because it is still in warranty and see if they'll send me out a new lead or see if they can do anything. But if not, I'll come up with something so I can either carry on welding or move on to somewhere else on the car by next weekend. So shorter one than I expected, but these things happen.